known and believed the love that God has for us. God is love, and those who abide in love abide in God.
Hi, I'm Dina Bassel. I'm a member of the St. Peter Chanel St. Vincent de Paul family. We have a very vibrant chapter here, and our food pantry falls under St. Vincent de Paul. It's been around for approximately 20 years. It has changed quite a bit since COVID. Prior to COVID, our guests would come in and shop. We had probably 20 to 25 families, and we just provided pantry staples. Since COVID, we developed a drive-through pantry for obvious reasons, and we've continued to do that. Our guests really prefer it, our pastor prefers it, and it works really well. It's very streamlined. Drive-throughs are a great way to start a food pantry, and we provide meat, produce, and we've grown quite a bit with that, but the pantry has just evolved since then, and we just have doubled in size. Some months we triple in size from the original date of pantry. Originally, we needed just a handful of volunteers for our walk-through pantry. Now we have a small army of volunteers that do drive-through, that do setup for the pantry, and it takes quite a bit of coordination, but we're very efficient on pantry day with our drive-through. This is my third year at Food Pantry, and we started during COVID with our drive-through. This pantry has been in operation for quite some time, and as you can see, it's very small. You don't need a large space to serve your clients. We manage our clients from this tiny pantry. We've gone up instead of out because we just are very space constrained here. But we would encourage you, because I'm sure that your guests have a need, and we love our pantry guests so much. We want to serve them, and we just feel like they are so dear to us. So we just make it work.
Hi, my name is Carolyn. I'm currently one of the coordinators of the food pantry here at St. Peter Chanel. Currently, our pantry is a drive-through pantry. We're opened twice a month on a Saturday for just a 2-hour window. During that 2 hours, we serve an average of 60 pantry guests. Because of that, our Saturday operation has to be really efficient in order to move them through quickly and get that many through in 2 hours. Guests drive up, kind of line up. In fact, some of them line up really early, which is just dear to our hearts, just to make sure that they get enough. They line up, we have someone greet them and provide them an order sheet. The order sheet has listed on it items that are available that week, pantry staple items. Or the Friday before the pantry, which is actually today, we have to spend time setting everything out on tables in the hallway at the church. On Saturday, when we take their order, the order sheets come into the church, and then we have a team of volunteers who fill the order based on family side and items selected. It changes week to week depending what we have available, but we try to have some consistency so that they kind of know what to expect. Once we've filled it, we have car loaders who meet them around back and then provide them with their order by bringing it out to the car. We try really hard to serve them and have them feel like really God's children and our special guests while they're here. While they're waiting in line, they also get the chance to visit our odds and ends table. As you can imagine, we also get donated because most of our food does come from donations from our parishioners, all kinds of things. And so those are on the odds and ends table, and it's truly, one man's trash is another man's treasure, and they have great fun with it. It's almost like shopping at a yard sale on Saturday morning. In addition, we offer meat and fresh produce at every pantry, and they have a table where they can select from that. So things for them to do along the way as they're waiting and driving around back to get their food. So that's kind of our current operation and how things work.
The view you're seeing today is an abundance of items for our pantry guests, but this isn't always the case. We've had some recent food drives, and we've had some schools that have assisted us with all these items. Sometimes we don't have tables full like this. Sometimes we're very blessed, but it's very cyclical, and in the summer months we're very lean. So this might look like an amazing pantry, but we have different times when we have very little to offer.
So where does all the food you saw on the tables downstairs come from? Really, it primarily all comes right from our parishioners. We advertise in every bulletin most needed items. We also are constantly trying to build partnerships with parish groups to get them to offer food drives, and not just parish groups, but neighboring groups. We're blessed to have both an elementary school and a high school kind of affiliated with our parish, and have recently had some really creative things like the wrestling team hosted a food drive over at the high school where you didn't have to pay entrance to the tournament if you donated canned goods, and the elementary school regularly offers drives. We've had Girl Scout troops do little projects for us. We've had the Boy Scouts do scouting for food, but most of it comes really from our generous parishioners. In addition, because our St. Vincent de Paul group has very generous monetary donations from the parish, we have a small monthly budget to purchase produce and most needed items. We also are given a $20 gift card from the St. Vincent de Paul funds to give to each guest every pantry, which is wonderful. We do get our meat primarily from the St. Vincent de Paul Council, and that's something your parish could do as well. And we've been visiting other food pantries in the neighboring area and fostering relationships, and we've built a relationship with another parish that will call us when they have overflow meat, and sometimes that will result in boxes of gorgeous meat. We just have to be prepared for it and adaptable to take what comes. We also have a great partnership with something called Bagel Rescue, where we are able to get fresh bagels that were not sold that day, and so we offer those once a month. So my advice to you would be think out of the box and just look across your parish at the creative ways to source your food.
This is our new freezer that was just donated in memory of someone's mother, and we're so grateful because prior to the donation we had to share space with the entire church, and we often could not accept meat donations or pick up from the main facility. Now we can get meat whenever we need to, and we help our clients out as much as possible.
One additional note about our pantry. We serve with the full order meat, produce, gift card registered St. Vincent de Paul clients within our council. We often have unregistered guests who come on a Saturday. We offer them a smaller pre-packed bag of food, and included in that bag of food is information on how to call our council hotline and get registered. So currently about 60 guests, maybe a Saturday, who are registered with St. Vincent de Paul, and then usually maybe 2 to 4 unregistered guests.